Okay, there we go. We are now live. Unfortunately, I wanted to do this in just simply a webcam feature. Um, but sadly, sometimes you can't avoid these kinds of things. But what is going on, guys? I am here. Oh, pull that out. Anyway, what's up, guys? I thought that I would actually make a video, and this video actually is catered to the I Am Comics, or We Are Comics, I should specify, campaign. Now with this vid, I'm sure a lot of you know, but for those of you who don't, like new subscribers and everything, and also just as a general dill out there for those who are actually a part of the We Are Comics movement, just to show my love, I'm trying to get all of friends and even some of my fellow 2K writers to maybe make their own videos and follow this movement. But my name is Stephen Kelley. I am 26 years old. I have Asperger's syndrome. I'm actually autistic, and I'm a comic book fan. I dabbled in a lot of comics. Growing up, I had a very small selection of comics. I had grew up with Kyle Rayner's Green Lantern. I grew up with pretty much John Byrne's run of the FF, Chris Claremont's X-Men, which was the first comics that I ever read. Superman, it was 90s Superman, back when Superman had the mullet. Batman, and some of the Batman comics that I actually had were back during the Nightfall and NightQuest storylines. So, and over the years, I've collected a lot of comics. Many characters I've actually gotten into, which leads me now to where I'm doing fan writing. You know, fan fiction, fan writing. I call it more fan writing, than anything else. To which it's called the Marvel Universe 2K14. And I'm writing Daredevil, I'm writing the Submariner, which I call King Namor. I'm writing my own take on Peter David's X Factor, although it's going to be a short run. So I'm dabbling around, and especially I'm trying to introduce more currently with the Marvel Noir universe. So I've been doing a lot of writing with that. I'm trying to currently get a sister site to that, which is called DC New Earth 2.0, along with another friend of mine who on YouTube here goes by the name of Serpentine451, Tony Bramey. Also, he and I, we joke about it, but he and I currently on very long hiatus have our own individual project, which is called Meridian Park, which is our love letter to Kurt Busiek's Astro City, but also our love of comic books in general, taking a lot of characters that you may recognize and doing our own like replicated versions of them, but at the same time making them so existentially different that we're basically building our own universe and building a world around it. And that's, I think, the fun of comic books, is that with comic books I was able to, as somebody growing up with autism, I was able to actually have a world to dive into, a world where there were characters that were extremely different, characters that were awe-inspiring, and especially to me the X-Men were that, because I looked at these characters and I was like, these are characters that are like me, they're different, they're outcasts. They are characters that are pretty much hated by society for being different, but they still choose to be heroic despite that, and I always carry that with me. And I'm hoping, if I can, currently it's kind of on the fence. I haven't really found, sadly, the right opportunities. I've met with people, but I've never taken advantage of any offers, but I'm trying to work on public speaking for not just regular children. Sorry, I had a piece of chocolate right there. But not only for regular children, but also specifically for children with disabilities or are handicapped, etc. I'm of the mantra that it doesn't matter what disability you have. It doesn't matter if you're autistic, if you're paraplegic, if you're diabetic, etc. Doesn't even matter what color your skin or your religion. Everybody has some self-worth, and every person has a certain niche that they bring to the table. And part of the reason that I'm making this video, and part of the reason that this video, hopefully, I'm hoping, will be on the Tumblr pages, because like many people that have posted, I want to make it known that, yeah, I am comics. We all are comics. And that each of us, while we have different tastes, we are all inspired by the heroes that we grew up with. And in many ways, even though I'm, only 4 years away from being 30, I still have the same awe that I was as a kid when I'm reading, superhero comics. Not just the big two. I've expanded it to where it goes to the pulp heroes. It goes to Dark Horse, to Image, Dynamite. My love of comics extends to all genres. It could be mystery, it could be science fiction. So to say that there's no diversity in comics is a load of crap, because every single person is different, but yet we're all essentially the same. We are all lovers of superheroes, and we will always, especially those in the professional field of comic book writing, will always be fans and cherish our times with the characters.